Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Alan Titchmarsh said something, and my first reaction was, "Are you crazy?" But then I went in and actually saw what he was saying, and I thought, do you know what? He's got a good point. And what Titchmarsh is saying is, we're not paying enough for food. Now, of course, food inflation has been very high recently, and food, can, for especially for those on the lower wage, it represents a very significant part of their income. To say then that the food is too cheap seems at odds, but actually, food is artificially cheap. There's massive subsidies for many products in farming. And some things, we really ought to pay more. Now, he's not talking about paying, quote, the real price for food. Because of these subsidies and that, food is actually artificially low. He's talking pennies. But he's saying the thing is, we need to pay and be prepared to pay just a little bit more. But the point is that extra penny here, tuppence there, has got to go directly to the farmers and not be siphoned off by the big supermarkets. Saying because ultimately, if there's 5p on a pint of milk, the supermarket are going to get 4p of that. It all must go to the farmers. So put everything up. Put everything up by 2p, he says. But make sure that the farmers get that 2p. He says it may not be much individually, but collectively it would make a great deal of difference. He did point out that in the 50s, about 30% of a household income was on food. Today, it's about 8%. On average, of course. If you are in the bottom sort of segment, the bottom 10%, it probably is around 20 to 30% of your income. But he's also moaning about the 1.5 million homes being built on greenfield sites. He says, no, don't build anything on greenfield sites. Develop them more, make more food at home. Food is important for obvious reasons, and we need to not worry about global warming. He says the more plants you plant, the more things you grow, the more carbon you're actually capturing. If you truly want carbon capture, grow plants. And yes, even the ones you eat, because you eat them and then you grow them again next year and you're taking that out. All that carbon dioxide is plant food. He says to do anything else is sheer madness. I like Mr. Titchmarsh. He speaks sense. And yes, I think most people would say if we were paying 2p a pound here, 2p on the milk, 2p somewhere else, but we knew it was going to the farmers, we'd be prepared to do it. Your thoughts? Let me know. Thanks very much. Bye.